Okay, this is the next installment of my boring drone practice flight videos. This one is of the sunny Brae Rink, the ruins of the sunny Brae Rink in Moncton, New Brunswick. The sunny Brae Rink was built in 1925, and I'm not sure what year, but it wasn't that long after that it burnt to the ground. The top and all the bleachers were made of wood, so they're all burned. The only thing left is the concrete portion of the building. And there's plenty of signs on the building that say no trespassing. So you should definitely heed those signs. Don't trespass, because trespassing is bad. But if you happen to not want to heed those signs, it's a really interesting place to go shoot. I am not recommending that you go shoot there. I'm not telling you to not pay attention to the signs. I'm telling you the exact opposite. Pay attention to the signs. Do not trespass. But if you do trespass, it's a really, really cool place to go and take some pictures. So this is just me flying from the parking lot over to the arena, and these little blips that you see in the video is where I stopped to stop the video, take a still shot, and go back. And I don't bother editing them out, making it smooth or anything like that, because, well, they're just boring videos anyway. So here's a nice shot of the very top of the rink. You can see it's fairly large. I don't know the actual dimensions of it, but and it's perfectly round. And there's 3 or 4 doors and lots of windows all the way around it. And the secondary row of concrete that you see inside was to support some bleachers, I believe, but they also burned away over time. And it's been abandoned for quite a long time. As you can see, there are full-grown trees growing inside one side of the rink, so it's been a long time since it's been in use. And there's pathways going through there, so obviously there's lots of people not obeying the trespassing signs. It must have been pretty cool growing up having this as your backyard. There's 2 or 3 houses to the left of this shot that this is literally part of their backyard, is this rink. So if I was a kid growing up and this was my backyard, I'm sure I would have had a lot of fun trespassing there. This is one of the main doors here. It looks like I'm going to come really close to hitting that left wall, but it's just because of the wide-angle lens. I was about 1.5 feet away from it, so no worries. Once I get inside, the correction of the video kind of makes the walls look a little straighter than they are, but I try and do a nice, smooth, circular path all the way around the outside of it, which requires using, both thumb controllers at the same time. And I didn't do too bad, but once I got to one spot, I was getting pretty close to the trees that are growing inside there, and I chickened out a little bit. So I only got about 200 degrees around before I chickened out. It's one of the doorways that leads to somebody's backyard. Some jerk in the video. Oh wait, that's me. I was gonna fly back out here, but I decided to go back up high and go for another shot where I could see the entire rink. Bald spot gets a little bigger every video. Here you can see the houses whose backyard is the rink. That lovely noise was me not remembering to turn off notifications on my phone before I started recording the video. If you look up sunny Brae Rink, Moncton on the internet, you can see some neat shots of how it looked when it was first built, with its like a nice high peaked roof, circular peaked roof. And there's some shots on there of when it burnt down as well. Now we're looking at it from the far side of where we entered, another main door there. I was too far away to risk trying to fly in through that door. And now here I take a nice shot of grass. I'm not sure why I did that. For some reason, by this time, I've only been flying for about 12 minutes, but my battery is getting a little bit low, and this is the first time I've ever flown until I got a warning that I needed to land right away. Normally, when the battery hits 50%, when the battery hits 50%, I start flying back to myself, but this time I knew I was over land, so I didn't feel I needed to worry about it. But right after I come through this window here, my alarm goes off asking me if I want to return home or land myself immediately, and I didn't want it to return home because I'd taken off from the parking lot, which was nowhere near where I was. So I brought it over to a quick landing while the alarms were going off, and I still had about 22% by the time I actually landed. Obviously I wasn't too worried since I snuck one more picture in there. And finally, here's the final picture that I ended up making from my flight. And if you managed to last to the end of this video, well, thanks a lot. See ya.